Welcome to our final day of our partner week here in Toronto. So if you have been with us any other days of the week, congratulations on making it this far. If this is your first day with us, welcome. We have a great day set up for you today. We are launching globally the Shopping Expert Day today here in Toronto. So no pressure, guys. All good, no pressure. Before we get into the agenda and the content, I just want to present to you our group, our team of amazing facilitators, because I'm very modest. So talking about myself, my name is Dani Braga. I am from Brazil, and I am honored to be here to present to you. I actually helped create this content, so that's why I am here seeing it through for the first time. I've been at Google for 4 years now. 3.5 of those years were at the Google support line. So if you ever call our 0800 numbers and you hear your phone answered, I used to do it like, Google AdWords, Daniela, good morning, how may I help you? We are humans. We are nice. So if you ever need help with the Google support line, you'll have Danny's back there. And I am a true believer in growing through education, which is why my full-time job at Google now is to facilitate events like this and to share knowledge with great Google partners such as yourselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela. I'm an agency account strategist in New York City. How many of you have worked with a Google rep before through your agency? Okay, so many of you probably already know what I do on a daily basis, but my role is to maintain a specific amount of top priority accounts for my agency clients and grow them and make a better relationship between the end client and the agency. But aside from that, I'm also a shopping expert within my team, and this is why I'm here today. So I specialize in the retail market, and I'm looking forward to today's Shopping Expert Day because it's my first time doing it in Canada. And it's my second time in Toronto, and I love Canadians in Canada.
You go, girl.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samarli Jarrett. Everyone's like, Samarli. Fun fact, and I love telling this, I was named after Bob Marley. We have the same birthday, and my family's from Jamaica. I actually grew up coming to Canada every summer. My family lives in Mississauga, my aunt and uncle, so I'm really excited to be back here. Welcome to Shopping Expert Day. I know Danny said it would be no pressure, but really there's a ton of pressure because this is the first time that we're doing it. So we really want to encourage everybody to leave feedback at the end to really help us shape what this program is going to be like for everybody else across the world. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the content because I built it.
So welcome, everybody. And it would not be a Google training if we did not start with an icebreaker. Yes, I will ask each and every one of you to stand, please. Don't hate me. Come on. You got this. Okay. So, why are we here? We are here to talk about the Shopping Expert Day, and it is for every one of you who have retail clients and e-commerce clients, and we're going to have a great experience, and your feedback is very much valued. So I want you to find someone wearing the same color as you. That's the first thing, preferably at a different table. Okay. Whatever, any piece of clothing that has the same color as you. So let's get together in pairs. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to find someone new and talk about what's your favorite website to go online. So find somebody new. Where is your favorite website to shop online? Go! Clap twice if you can hear me. Clap 3 times if you can hear me. Awesome. So, a lot of things in common, a lot of websites came up. Who remembered what their first purchase was? Okay, we got a few people with great memory back here. So I'm going to ask you to go back to your seats because now the learning begins. We all know a little bit more about each other. and we're already in the e-commerce retail shopping mode. So that was not by chance. I want to introduce you today to our gaming website that's going to be with us throughout the day. And you are allowed to take out your phones when we go into this gaming website. It is going to be shoptraining.co. If you want to go in it now, just don't play all the games at once whilst the teacher here is talking, okay? That's not the point. Trust me, it's going to be best if we walk through it together and we do it in pairs and in groups. So shoptraining.co is going to be with us throughout the day. What I do want you to think about now, discuss with your group one thing you think you will never buy online. Never. And then you're going to answer your answer on the website, on the first option when you access it. So I'm going to give you three guys. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do this. Think about things you would never buy online that do not make sense. And let's see what comes up in our word cloud that we're going to make it together. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. And in 3 minutes we come back. Don't forget to enter your answers on the word cloud, on the website. Ken's mustache hair. I don't even know what that is, but I don't think I would buy it either. Fresh food, wedding dress, human kidney. You wouldn't buy shoes? Wow. So we got a lot of extremes here in the room today. Kids and shoes. Interesting. Funeral, nothing. Like the positivity of this nothing one, that's where we want to go. So we can see here, hardware, auto service, engagement ring, casket, fresh food, house, underwear, pet. There are a couple, I don't think you're able to buy your kids. So, and maybe just the child, I would question. But all the other ones, it's really interesting for you to see that most of these things that are buyable, because we do have a couple of very well-humored folks that wrote like kids and wife. I see you saying your wife. So there are a couple of things here that I think you would never be able to buy effectively. But to all other things, you most probably can buy them online. And some people are already doing that. So it's really interesting how we've shaped and how we've grown throughout the past years and how everything basically will connect to an experience online. And that's what we're going to talk about. So here's our agenda of the day. We're going to talk about evolution of retail, machine learning, and Google Shopping, and what are their solutions regarding that we have to present to you. Setting the foundation for shopping. So we're going to talk about a little bit about feed management and policy. Shopping campaign optimizations and what are the best practices recommended. Better together. How to talk about shopping together with automation and audiences. What's coming up. Google Shopping 2018 and beyond. And then we're just going to have a closing trivia to see if everyone paid attention. Yes, we do have a Kahoot today, for those of you who asked. So get your competitive gear on. But first, let's go back to this and understand what are our goals for today. Learn how Google Shopping solutions can help businesses grow. Understand and build robust shopping strategy and learn how to optimize for complex feed and policy approvals, which are all part of our challenges in our day-to-day. How are we going to do this? Engaging content, hands-on examples, and group discussions. This is why we ask you to sit in groups. It's very important for us to be able to change ideas and to network with other people whom we don't necessarily know. Rules of the game: be present, participate in activities, and of course, have fun. It's important that we have a different day here. We are not at our agencies. We want this to be constructive. We want you to leave this place with more knowledge to make your customer grow, but to have fun while you're doing it. So question. In what year was the first ever online purchase? And what was the first ever online purchase? Who can tell me? Just for, if you do get it right, you get a try. Maybe, oh, I see lots of hands going up right now. Okay, you go.
I'm guessing 1993.
No, but okay. But to get the Shrek, you need to tell me when and what, okay? Anybody else?
I'm going to take a guess at 1992 and a book.
It's a good guess, but it's not the right guess. Anybody else? You? What?
1992 is CD.
Ah, you're so close. But no. Anybody else? It's okay if you don't get the Shrek now. We have more opportunities to get the Shrek throughout the day, so don't worry. What? Okay, okay. So you got the. I mean, he got the product right, and he missed the year by 2 years. So I'm just gonna give it to you. Applause to our friend who remembered that there existed CDs in the past. Okay, so Samarli was in the back, like, just give it to him. He was so close. And so he remembered that there exist CDs. Contrary to, yeah, right, who buys CDs now? Contrary to popular belief, it was not Pizza Hut. We have gotten this question back because Pizza Hut was the first online pizza order. Happened in Pizza Hut. But the first online purchase, according to the New York Times, happened in 1994, and it was a CD. And it was this guy that sold the CD to his friend, and he had to install this software that worked for this. It was super simple. It was, buy with one click, basically. And it happened in 1994. When we think about how online purchasing has revolutionized our industry, and we go back and we see that it hasn't been even 25 years, look how things change. Internet has fundamentally changed since then. So World Wide Web is invented in 1989, and then we have the first ever search engine, which was not Google, by the way, just in case. And then we have first ever e-commerce transaction. And then Amazon sells the first book. So book was actually a good guess, but it was not the right guess, but it was the good way to go. And then we have first items sold on eBay. Google is founded in 1998. We have Zappos selling the first shoe. Then Facebook comes in 2006. And Apple releases the first iPhone in 2007. The web didn't stop at 2007. It continues to grow. I mean, we're in 2018. But why did I stop there? Because when we introduce mobile to the mix, it changes everything. It changes our habits, it changes the way we search, it changes the way we behave, it changes the way we buy things. So I just want to do a quick quiz with you. We're going to get later into all the machine learning solutions that we have and how mobile can be incorporated into all of that. But please stand up if you've ordered something from your phone in the last month. If you've ordered something from your phone in the last month. Now keep standing. Are we done? Okay. Now keep standing if you've ordered something from your phone in the last week. Keep standing if you've ordered something from your phone in the past 3 days. We still have people standing up. Usually we ask today, but okay, let's give it a shot. Did anybody buy something today? You bought something today? Oh my God, let's give a round of applause for our friend that bought something online today. And it's like 10 a.m. Wow, awesome. That's very effective. I mean, you woke up, you had your breakfast, you got here, and before the training, you already bought something. If I was wearing a hat, I would take it off. So look how much we use our phones to make online purchases. This changes the way we behave. This changes the queries that we do. This changes the information that we want and the time that we want. Our profile as consumers has been evolving, has been changing. And let's understand that shift a little bit better. So we've become more curious. We're not satisfied with anything anymore. And basically, anything that we want to know, we just take out our mobiles and we ask Google about it. Or we just research about it. We want to know everything if we have a question, we will look for the answer. It's not, oh, never mind. When was the last time you said, oh, never mind, I don't want to know? Probably in early in 1989, right? Yeah. So we are connected to our devices constantly. We can get those answers. And since we can get those answers at any point in time, we use them. And I particularly like winning discussions. So if I am pretty sure of something and the other person isn't, okay, give me a second. Okay, Google, blah, 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 and then I'll just win it most of the times. And it's going to be good. So you have that possibility. Mobile search for where to shop, buy something has grown 85% in the last 2 years. Because we want immediate answers. We want everything told at the exact moment when we need it. In the past 2 years also, videos with review in the title had more than 50,000 years worth of watch time on a mobile phone. And now, depending on the purchase that we're going to make, we want to understand what people are talking about it. We've talked about this in other trainings. We've talked about the ZMOT, the zero moment of truth in advertising. That moment between the impulse that you get from a brand and when you're actually validating it. You're actually checking if it makes sense and what other people are talking about. We've become more demanding. And trust me, 3.5 years in support, I can attest to this. We want everything working, and we want everything working fast. We don't accept waiting anymore. I told this to a couple of other groups earlier in the week, but do you know what is the ideal loading time of a website on your mobile phones?
Under a second.
3 seconds. 3 seconds is how much we are willing to wait to have a website loading. The average time in the world is 17. So it's definitely something we need to work on. Mobile searches for something for me, blank for me, have grown 60% in the past 2 years. And we're only thinking about the past 2 years. If we thought about earlier times, that number probably would be even bigger. 58% of US shoppers expect to receive promotions and deals specific to their past purchases. Why? Because it's smart. Why? Because it makes it easier for me. If you know what I like, you'll suggest things that make sense. Sometimes things that I don't need and that I want, so I will buy them. But it's more intelligent. We've become impatient. So we're curious, we're demanding, we're impatient. We want things done, and we want things done now. Over the past 2 years, mobile searches for same-day shipping have increased by 120%. And on an average, 81% of shoppers checked out whether a product was in stock before heading to the store to buy it. So throughout our day, we're going to talk a lot about the online solutions that we have and the Google solutions that we have to help you and your client have a successful shopping strategy. It's important for us to understand that that shopping strategy will have a lot of solutions that are O2O, online to offline. It's not just about the online world, it's also about how we connect. Because offline shoppers research online. So we're curious, we're demanding, and we're impatient. When we put those three things together, we are very annoying. But all of us are. How can we tend to these customers, to these users, providing the best experience we can? And here today specifically, we're going to talk about providing the best shopping experience that we can. We give you a lot of data, and if you've been to a Google training before, you know we are very show me the data. Don't forget about these data points when you're talking to your customers. The way that we are impressed by them is the way that your customer is going to be impressed by them. That's why we focus on it, because it's good. It's what we call third-party validation. It's about using other references to strengthen your argument. So don't forget about these data points that we so dearly put together. We, meaning Somali. Mobile has created a new shopping experience for us. So the growth in connectivity is having a dramatic impact on how we behave and as customers and how we interact with the retailers. We are in the world of show. Don't tell me. Show me the product when we're talking about retail. I don't want to just read about it. If I want a bag, I want to see that bag. So we can show it to them when they're watching videos about our products. If you work with TrueView for shopping, for example. When they're searching for the best product and where they're looking for products nearby. We can see and we can actually do this. If I search for a product online, depending on the way I set up my account, I can show you if my stores are nearby and if that product is available in my store. That is really great, guys. That is the ultimate O2O experience, and that is exactly what our customers need from us. Sometimes he's searching online because he can't find anything offline. Sometimes he doesn't have time to wait. This happened to me. I am here until tomorrow, and I wanted to get new shoes for my husband. I could not, because I could not find the shoes that I wanted on an offline store, and the online delivery time wasn't going to make it before Saturday. If only the shoes that I wanted had done this. When they appeared to me, but the retailer that I was looking at did not have this experience launched. So I didn't buy the shoe. I wanted to, I was willing to, but I went all around Eaton Center and I could not find it. And this is true, and I left at 9:31 because closing stores at 9:30 is not cool, guys, because in Brazil we close them at 10, so I thought I had another half an hour. That was not fair. My planning did not go right. But I didn't get it because they didn't have this. They did not have the integration, and I'm not going to say who, but it was a big brand, guys. So come on. More than 50% of holiday shoppers said they were open to purchasing from new retailers. When we're talking about SMBs, this number is amazing. We're not just going to the huge retail websites that we are already aware of and that we already know. If it's interesting, if it's trustworthy, and we're going to talk about policy in a bit, if it makes sense, if it's got a good price, I'm going to buy from new stores. It's not just about the big ones. And like I told you, it's increasingly omni-channel. It's O2O. So for a regular purchase, you'll be impacted on social media. And yes, I will not ignore the impact of social media here. I'm not that person. I'm just not going to focus on that because, well, we search for the brand, then we watch YouTube reviews about the product that I want. I will purchase it on my mobile, but I will select a pickup in store option. And then I'll go back to my mobile to leave reviews about the product. It's very omni-channel. And we are here to help walk you through how you can make that happen for you and for your customers. We get a couple of objections saying that Google Shopping is too hard. Google Shopping is complicated. We are here to uncomplicate it and to help you understand the possibilities that you have and that you can navigate through to make that happen, especially since it is not by chance that we are talking about this ahead of time. Because when we walk into the second semester, we have an important seasonalities coming up where Google Shopping is going to be absolutely key for my clients. The role of the store is changing, so in-store traffic overall is decreasing by 60%. Where are we? Are my customers online? Are there products available online? Is he there when the customer needs him? But even though in-store purchases are decreasing, when shoppers go in-store after clicking on an ad, they are spending more. They are 25% more likely to buy, and they spend over about 10% more on average. Why? Because it is now influenced. So in-store is being influenced by digital touchpoints. We had a humongous growth in the last 13 years regarding how much the online experience will influence the offline. And if you have clients that are B2B, if you are thinking, oh no, this only works for B2C, I have B2B customers, what am I doing here? I should be home. It's a Friday. It's a beautiful day outside. Why am I not at the CN Tower? I'm a tourist. I mean, come on. I haven't been there yet. Also for B2B. Industrial manufacturers, 60% of shoppers who are informed online purchase on the first visit. Industrial suppliers, 79%. Purchase on the first visit if they were informed online before they did that. For pack and ship suppliers, 70%. So it's not just about the B2C. For B2B customers, this does happen too. And what I want to remind you of is that behind every company registration number, there is a social security number. What do I mean by that? I'm selling B2B, but it's a person who is making the decision. And that person searches like anybody else and is going to search for cross-references when we're talking about buying even B2B things. For many, their last point of influence is online. 57%, 50%, 42%. So purchasers who engage digitally post-purchase were more likely to buy again. 2 times for industrial manufacturers, 8 times for industrial suppliers, and 2 times for pack and ship suppliers. We want to make sure that you understand that it's not just the B2C products. We want to make this relevant for you and show you that it is important no matter the nature of the transactions. Take the Home Depot, for example. They realized this. They realized how important it was. They noticed that mobile and tablet were over 50% of their online traffic, and that 42% of their online orders were being picked up in store. What did they decide to do? They did a unified strategy. And this is very common, guys. Offline marketing strategies completely siloed from the online. Completely separate. Different agencies, depending. It's important to connect these. The store that I went to, online to try to buy the shoes for my husband, I went on the chat and I was like, oh, but this is not going to be delivered on time. Can you tell me in which stores it is available so that I can go and pick it up? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not synchronized with in-store stocks. And they lost the purchase. We need to stop thinking in silos and understand that the consumer's journey is one and only, and we have to provide the solutions in a holistic way. How are we going to do that? Machine learning. If you've been here before, you know I'm the crazy machine learning lady because I love machine learning solutions, and I truly believe that they are the way to go to make my life and my customer's life easier. It's not about the future anymore. It's about the present. We are entering the 4th revolution. Computing has changed. So when we talk about the 4th revolution, let's just remember what the other 3 was, just in case. So computer, web, mobile, and now AI or machine learning, specifically when we're talking about our advertising solutions. What is machine learning, in case you're not sure? A method of computing in which algorithms are used to learn by themselves from data and information. So we don't have to tell the machine what to do. We'll just give it the data, and it will figure out what's going on. So we just need to give it some time. Who of you have been here on the other expert days? Who is here for the first time today? Okay, so since we have a couple of hands up, if you were here yesterday, you've probably already seen this video, but we have to show it for everyone. So please, Lauren, can you roll it for me? Let's understand machine learning a little bit better.
Machine learning and research is an exploration. It feels like an intellectual. So machine learning is all about learning from examples.
Rather than writing 500,000 lines of code, we instead have the machine learn from observations about the world.
And we look through a bunch of these examples in the machine learning algorithm, maybe millions, maybe billions, maybe even trillions, to identify the patterns and generalize from there.
In the task of image recognition, we've been able to train models to take the pixels of an image and from those pixels learn high-level features.
It starts to learn that if you see a cake and you see a kid, it's maybe a birthday party. If you see a cake and lots of kids, it's very likely a birthday party. That's essentially teaching the machines to do the perceptions that we humans are so natural and so good at.
You realize just how amazing humans are, just how amazing your 4-year-old is who can recognize faces.
The promise of AI and machine learning is that we can actually produce solutions to previously unsolved problems that will really help people.
Okay, so machine learning rocks, right? But in that video, we didn't hear AdWords once. And we didn't hear advertising solutions once. But we are going to talk about that. And we are going to understand how machine learning can help my shopping strategies. And what is being delivered in that sense by Google. Okay, I'm trying to go to the next slide, but it's not working. A little techie issues. It wouldn't be a Google training without it, right? Okay, we're back on track. Machine learning solves big problems, not just the little ones. 50% of apparel bought online is returned because it doesn't fit. So that's a challenge. And retailers lose 10% of their revenues as a result of those returns. So I'm going to give you an example of how we could use machine learning on a retail environment and about a brand that's been doing it really well. On a larger scale, our planet loses as shipping a single package back to its sender can produce 500 grams of carbon dioxide. So if it's not about you, let's make it about the environment. Let's make it about the planet, right? Shoppers lose confidence in the brand if the sizes aren't what you expect them to be. If you have no idea, if you receive it and it doesn't make any sense. How can brands solve for this using machine learning? How can we use technology? And here, I like talking about this because, okay, we're an advertising agency, so we're here to talk about your campaigns, right? But not just about your campaigns. If we can talk about how to make your user experience better within your website, if we can talk about how you can grow your business, we're strategic partners. We're allies. We're confidence. We're not just a contractor doing a service. And that's exactly how we want to position and differentiate ourselves. How can we use this? Let's look at an example. If you want to take out your mobile phones, enter Zara.com in your browser. Let's see how they did this. And they're not paying us for this, by the way. It's fine. It's just a good example that we have. Pick an outfit and just pick an outfit that makes sense for you or anybody, just first to go through the flow together. When you pick it, you will see that Zara gives you the option to find my size back there. So find my size. 78% people like you bought size L. So if I already had logged in, they would think about my past purchases and have more information about my behavior. Okay. Add more information. Improve your recommendation with 4 more questions. So what is Zara doing here? She's trying to understand what my body's like, what I'm like, what's my physical shape, what would be the best size for me. So she'll ask me to select my figure. Which of these look more like my body? And nobody sees this. Nobody's opinionating on this. This is just data for the website to provide me with a better experience. So I will select my figure. Then I'm going to select my shape. After I select my shape, it's going to ask me how old I am. Because even though I have this figure or that figure, this shape or that shape, it can be different. It can vary depending on where I am in my life. Select my bra size. Why? Because that way they can understand by my bra size if the small, the medium, or the large are going to fit me. When we're talking about dresses, when we're talking about shirts. This is machine learning and it's not hard. So you have 2 matching sizes, L and M. And what is the percentage of how much that size is going to come up? So how does it work? The algorithm learns from user feedback. and tries to recommend the best possible size the next time around. A size recommendation will be automatically generated based on previous purchases. So if I'm a returning customer, if I buy online more than once, they will help me get the right size. And we will help save the planet with less carbon dioxide. So win-win. And I'm not going to return it. I'm going to be happy. This is just one example of how customers can use machine learning power to shopping products and solutions.